and welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really pulling back the curtain on something interesting, an internal guide from the YouTube channel BeBackGaming. It details their whole strategy for the upcoming game, Mafia, the old country.
Yeah, and our mission here isn't just about this one channel or game. It's about extracting those universal principles, What makes content compelling, human-centered, and actually connect today.
Exactly. We're looking at how they tackle engagement, discoverability, authenticity, all the big ones. So first up, let's quickly set the scene. Mafia, the old country. It lands August 8, 2025. Puts you in 1900s Sicily, Enzo Favara joining the Torrisi family. Core theme, family takes sacrifice.
But here's the really crucial part for content creators like BeBackGaming. The developers, Hangar 13, they specifically decided not to make it open world.
Right. That's a big deal these days.
It is. They're aiming for a linear cinematic feel, like a classic mob movie experience. You can still explore a bit, find things, but it's primarily about a tight story.
Okay, so that linear focus, that must heavily influence BeBackGaming's content plan, right? You can't just do endless things to do video.
Precisely. It shapes everything. They have to manage expectations, focus on the narrative strengths. It's a different playbook.
So let's talk about grabbing attention. The guide apparently hammers home those first 10 to 15 seconds. How do they make sure people don't just scroll past? What's the secret sauce for that thumb stopper?
It's fascinating, actually. The guide talks about creating a kind of micro-mystery. It's not just a bold claim, but hinting at something surprising they discovered. So maybe starting with something like, is Mafia, the old country, really open world? The truth might surprise you.
Okay, so you're hitting a common question but promising a twist. Taps into that curiosity gap.
Spot on. Pulls you right in because you want the answer, the inside scoop they seem to have.
Makes sense. So they've hooked someone. How does the guide suggest keeping them engaged for the long haul, turning them into, actual subscribers? It mentions structuring longer videos.
Right, and it's more than just the basic problem solution structure. They bring up something like Chekhov's gun.
The storytelling principle. Introduce something early that pays off later.
Exactly. For a video, it might mean hinting at a tricky game mechanic or a plot point early on, then delivering that satisfying explanation or reveal way later in the video. Builds anticipation.
Keeps you watching. But how do people even find this carefully structured content? That's the other half of the battle, isn't it? SEO.
Oh, absolutely. And their guide gets pretty specific. Beyond just standard keyword research, they look for what they call latent semantic indexing keywords.
What does that mean in practice?
It means finding terms related to maybe player frustrations or goals in similar games, terms that aren't directly Mafia, old country, but are conceptually linked. It broadens the net, but keeps it relevant.
Clever. Drawing in people who might not be searching for this exact game yet.
And of course, optimizing titles, putting keywords up front, and those high-impact thumbnails, close-ups of faces are still apparently very effective.
All right, this next point feels really timely. The human element. With AI content tools exploding, how does BeBackGaming make sure their stuff sounds, human? You can often kind of tell when something's AI written.
Yeah, and their guide directly addresses this. It warns against those giveaways like repetitive sentence structures, no real personality.
But what's their fix? Just edit the AI output.
It's more involved. They talk about using AI as a support tool, maybe for initial drafts or research, but then they have this process, almost like an AI authenticity scorecard. Every piece needs manual reprocessing, injecting personal anecdotes, moments of genuine reaction from gameplay, varying sentence structure, using their voice. It's about layering that human element back in forcefully.
So AI helps with the grunt work, but the final product has to have that unmistakable BeBackGaming feel.
That's the goal, ensuring originality and, that human connection shines through.
Okay, so wrapping this up, whether you're deep into gaming, thinking about creating content yourself, or just curious about what works online, this look at BeBackGaming's plan offers some really valuable insights.
I think the core lesson really is that even with all the analytics and algorithms, authentic connection and providing genuine value, educating, entertaining, sharing passion, that's still what builds loyalty.
It always comes back to that, doesn't it?
At the end of the day, yeah.
So here's something to think about. In this landscape of endless content and shifting tech, where do you see the balance between optimizing everything perfectly and just being a real human, creating something you care about? What truly stands out in the content you stick with?